A very pleasant good evening and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman here, and I'm pleased to bring you this Saturday evening performance, the first Saturday evening performance of Live Jai-Alai action here on this 2020 season. Everyone's very excited for this performance. We hope you are at home as well. We will have 8 games for you beginning at 8 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's game offer win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. If these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance. Again, we also have a couple specialty wagering options that are available at different times throughout this performance. We have that pick 3 wager that is available. That starts in game number 4, so you can bet it all the way up to the start of that 4th game. The high-paying high 5 jackpot, which high-paying, maybe not even enough of a description there, just giving away that $2,000 there. It's been hit 5 performances in a row. That is a new record for that high 5. 5 performances in a row. That high 5 has gone a little over $2,000 in that first performance on Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, Friday matinee, Friday afternoon, and then the afternoon performance today as well. So that is 5 in a row. You can make it 6 in a row playing the high 5 today. That's a pick 5. You got to pick the winners of games 3 through 7. And if you get all the winners correct, and the catch there, you got to be the only ticket with all 5 of those numbers, you will take home that $2,000, and that $2,000 is a minimum jackpot guarantee for that high 5. And you have until the start of game number 3 to bet that, but certainly start getting those bets in. That pot has been going every day here, $2,000. We also have that all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot available beginning in game number 1. As you see on your screen right now, the Ocho, just under $200 placed into that Ocho jackpot. You'll have till the end of that 7 minutes till we begin game number 1 to get your bets in for that. And that one a little more complicated. That's a pick 8, so you got to get all 8 winners in the performance today. We have 8 singles games for you, so you're going to have to get all the winners correct, and you're going to have to be the only ticket. That may not be so hard to be the only ticket there. Is the highest we've gotten there is 6 of 8 on the season, so if anyone could get 7 of 8 or maybe even test out that 8 of 8, that would be a career day for that Mighty Ocho. But of course, wagering is not necessary. If you would like to do it, it's available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, that is mywinners.com. Again, we do not have any scratches in today's performance. Good news there. A scratch is when a player who was supposed to play today is actually out of the program. We do not have any scratches. We do, however, have a bit of a limited roster here. A couple of guys dealing with injuries and out for testing as well there. So we are working with 12 guys here, all been Warriors this week, some of them playing upwards of 30 games already. So these guys have been giving it their all. The play's been great. Not a lot of unforced errors, just been good, solid Jai-Alai these past couple days, so you're going to be in for a treat here on this Saturday evening performance. And again, we recognize that many of you are sheltering in place or safer at home or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. Wherever you may be, we hope that you're safe, healthy, and we're just glad to be able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this evening for the first time in this 2020 season. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 8 p.m., it is time to play Jai-Alai. And again, if you're a fan of the Magic City program here and you've been with us in the earlier months of the season, we usually have those 9-game performances, as we said, working with a shortened roster. So 8-game performances this week. We have one more here tonight, 8 p.m., and then we close out our week tomorrow, 12 noon, final performance of the week, all 8 games. No doubles actions as well. All those games will be singles games. In the first 7 of this performance will feature spectacular 7 scoring. What exactly does that mean? Well, we got a video here that will explain exactly what it is. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those two players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
So now just under 4 minutes till we get into the first game of this Saturday evening performance here of Live Highlight in the Magic City. The first performance here on a Saturday evening in the 2020 season. So we're all very excited for that. 3 minutes for game number 1. Last chance to bet that Mighty Ocho. The Mighty Ocho, $2,000 guaranteed if you get all 8 winners and you're the only winner there. Would be the first time someone hit the Ocho, and if there's a day to do it, it may be today. Public's been all over those bets. As we said, the high 5 is gone. 5 consecutive performances, meaning that someone has taken home that $2,000 guarantee. 5 performances in a row. You can make it 6 in a row, and you got until the start of game number 3 to bet that. But if you'd like to play the Mighty Ocho, a little more difficult there. You just got a couple of minutes left to do that. Now, taking a look here at the weekend overall standings, sort of who's hot, who's not. A couple of guys that are been scorching hot as of late. There's Ron, most notably. 4 wins, winning games 5, 6, 7, and 8 in that first performance today, Saturday afternoon. So he's on a 4-game win streak, looking to see if he can continue that. You'll see his first action in game number 5. Kubala also having a very nice week. He has 8 wins as well. Both of those guys now tied for the lead for that Golden Cesta. And again, if you're new to the program, the Golden Cesta, it's a little fun award we like to give out to the player that earns the most singles wins every week. It's not a trophy, not a monetary prize in any way, just a nice little distinction to praise you for your good play this week in singles action. So Ron, 8 wins, Kubala, 8 wins. Those guys are tied atop. A couple of guys that have an outside chance of maybe sneaking in with a couple more performances here. You got Bradley with 5 wins, and Bradley only week 2 for him on the season, been playing really well, so it's going to be interesting to see. We have a couple of those guys, some of those feature game guys that are out of the program, notably Douglas, Ikeda, Anderluck, and when Bradley plays against those guys, that'll be interesting to see. Made his debut here 2 weeks ago and has already picked up 7 wins. So already 7 wins, 34 fantasy points for him this week. And then another guy with 5 wins is Ben, following up one of his best performances of the week, best performance of the season last week in week number 10, following it up here, 5 wins to go along with 4 places as well. So Ben all over the top 2. And then you got Bueno with 4 wins, Carballo 4 wins. And then you got El Barba, had a nice afternoon session there, picked up a couple more wins. And if you're playing along with that Fantasy Highlight game, fantasyhighlight.com, $100 going to the winner this week, and those entries are free. But if you are playing along and you are actively in the standings right there, you'll know that if you had El Barba, you made a jump up those standings. I think it was a combo of maybe Bueno, Bradley, and El Barba that is now leading there. So El Barba, a really solid afternoon, helped those entries there. So now we have less than a minute till we begin this first game on this Saturday evening performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City. As the clock there hits 0 minutes now, we are ready to begin game number 1. Game 1 started that Mighty Ocho, if you bet that. Will be a spectacular 7 singles match. Will be played up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all matchups are played in the first round. To begin serving in the red of post 1, we have Tennessee receiving the blue of post 2. There's Legend. Everyone's now ready. Tennessee to begin play here on this Saturday evening. Tennessee serve kicks off game number 1. Catch there over the shoulder. Tennessee. Big reverse played back. Rabote's coming out. Right along that sidewall. Rabote missed by Legend. Point one. One first up on the board here in this first game. Bring to the court the white shirt to post 3. Here's Fred. Big reverse from Fred. A little too hard, a little too high. Going to catch the overhead screen out of play. Point one. Tennessee now 2 straight points to open up this first game. And to receive now, Green of post 4. There's CRB. Pick up there by CRB just before it went into that side wall. Tennessee, good grab low. He's at the 7 line. Hard forehand back to the inside. Rabote turn. That's a 2-wall from CRB. That's going to score. Point 4. And now black shirt to post 5 for this matchup. We have El Barba. Sidearm forehand, going to catch 3 walls. Rabote. Another 2-wall there from CRB. Sends El Barba outside. Goes high off the front wall. Cut off there. Good catch at the 9 line. Low reverse back inside. There's El Barba. That one tipped. Point 4. Receive for this matchup. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Ben. Hard reverse. Rabote comes shooting out. Good save there from CRB on the forehand side. Ben didn't read that one correctly. Got over his head there. Scores for CRB. Point 4. Receive pink at post 7. Here's Juice. Juice comes hard over the top on the forehand side. That tipped will score. Point 7. And in now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Bueno. Bueno takes, plays high off the front wall. Juice trying to scoop it up on the left side. That one in and out of the cesta. Point 8. And that, folks, will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Legend. Point 8. 8 now, 3 points. Here's post 3, Fred. Fred, his forehand sticks inside. There's Bueno. Got it at the 9 line. Hard reverse. In and out of the cesta it goes there. Point 8. Straight points to a possible point now for post 8, Bueno. He's got 5 points in to stop him here. Post 1, Tennessee. Tennessee, big reverse. Rabote comes out to the forehand of Bueno there. That one sticks inside. Tennessee, good grab up high. Goes high off the front wall. Rabote tight along that side wall. Escape there. Out of the cesta of Bueno it went there. Game will continue. Point 1. Tennessee with 4 points. Returning, here's post 5, El Barba. Reverse right along that sidewall. That's a great pickup from Tennessee. Rabote. Turned by El Barba. Taken out of the air at the 9 line. Slight 2-wall comes out to the middle of the court. Here's El Barba keeping it to the inside. Tennessee lets it go over his head. Tries to turn the Rabote there from the 12 line. Coming up short of the front wall. 0.5. El Barba on the board now. 2 points. Returning for this matchup, here's post 6, Ben. Catch by Ben off a slow serve from El Barba. Rabote shooting out. There's El Barba going to the ground for that save. Ben takes it on the left side from the outside. 3-wall play. El Barba in perfect position again going to the ground for that 2-wall. Ben's got it. Gives him the carom from the outside. El Barba's got there. Lost his footing a little bit. Maintains it. Still makes the throw. There's Ben going to the ground. Bodies everywhere. Caught a piece of the side wall. That's going to score for Ben. Great effort by both these players here. 0.6. In now post 4 here, CRB. CRB, good forehand. There's Ben at the 9 line. Keeps this one inside. That one scores, 0.6. Ben now 4 points. Returning here's Juice, post 7. Juice winds up that Costado. Got a piece of the sidewall, comes outside. Here's Ben. Back to the inside. Great pickup from Juice. Ben scooped it up. I'm going to say that one was juggled. Juggling called on Ben there, 0.7. Returning post 2, here's Legend. Legend goes soft with that sidearm forehand. Juice picks it up at the 11, but that one into the pad. 0.2. Here's post 3, Fred. Fred comes hard to the inside. There's Legend at the 12. His 2-wall. Gonna stay along that sidewall. Leaping is Fred. He's got it on the left side. Legend makes a good grab over his head. Forehand. Looking for a big bounce. That's brought down nicely by Fred. Keeps it to the middle of the court. Legend goes for that 2-wall again. That one scoring. 0.2. 2 now, 4 points, but returning with possible game point. Purple shirt at post 8. There's Bueno. He has 5 points. Legend lets it pass. Rabote left side. Turned outside. Bueno runs under it. Gathers, fires back inside. Reaching up Legend. Good grab all the way. Almost at that back wall at the 13 line. Here's Bueno. High off the front wall. Caught off. 10 line. There's Legend. Going to keep that 2-wall inside. Tight along the side wall. Bueno missed it first time around. Going to get there. Going to hit. No call saying it's out. Legend's up there. Cortada, maybe the carambola. It's going to score. Certainly a carambola there for Legend. Gives him 6 points now, and the point there. Possible game point for post 2. He has 6 points. And to stop him, post 1, Tennessee. Legend lost it on the throw there, 0.1. Possible game point now for Tennessee in post 1. To stop him, here's El Barba. Black shirt at post 5. Big reverse, Robote coming out. Tennessee gives the 2-wall. Lands just wide. Going to keep this game going again. 0.5. El Barba now with 4 points. Here's CRB returning out of post 4. He has 3 points. Barba, good catch, winds at the costado, keeps it to the middle of the court. Good pickup by CRB on the forehand side. Played to the corner of the front wall. There's El Barba bringing it in. Hard forehand. Scooped up nicely by CRB. Robote comes out. Left side, turned nicely by El Barba back inside. There's CRB. Another good pickup there on the left side. In and out of the cested goes, 0.4. Another game point now, this time for CRB in post 4.
You have a playoff.
In a stop in post 6, here's Ben. Strong reverse there, played by Ben. Robote left side from CRB. Ben takes a look. That 2-wall is going to stick inside. CRB runs back for it. It's going to score for Ben, 0.6. Here's Ben now with possible game point. See if he can close it out here with 6 points, playing against post 7. For this matchup, we have Juice. Serve will score for the win. That is point and game to the yellow shirt of post 6, Ben. We'll have a playoff now to determine second and third. Post 2 will serve post 1. Both of these guys with 6 points. Just a 1-point playoff here. The winner will take second. The loser of this point will come in third. Legend serves Tennessee. Good serve from Legend. Foot on the wall. Tennessee makes a great catch. Reverse 2-wall. Scores. 1 will take second, and 2 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish for game 1. 6-1-2. 6-1 and 2. Get those official results coming up in just a few moments. And results of that first game in this Saturday evening performance is now official. Post 6 there, Ben with the win. Post 1, Tennessee takes second. Post 2, Legend coming in third. 6-1-2, the official order of finish for our first game as we wait for those prices to come up on the screen any moment now. And there's your moment. The $2 quinella, that is 1-6 or 6-1. That's any order on the quinella. Could have had the 1 or the 6 on top, so long as that other number came in second. $10.20 is the payout there. The $2 try flashed for a second there. We lost it. We'll do some quick math. Puts it at probably just under $300 there. Probably around $280 on that try as we wait for it to come officially here. $292.60, 6-1-2 there on the try. Not a bad payout. Game number 1. And moving along now into game number 2. Game 2, same format as that first one, will be a spectacular 7 singles match. Be played up to 7 points. All points doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. Standard wagering options available here for game number 2. Win, play, show, quinella, exacta, trifecta wagering, all available. And post time for that coming your way now in just about 6 minutes. Just about 6 minutes away to the start of game number 2. And just because there's no specialty wagering options before the start of this game doesn't mean you can't get those high 5 picks in, can't get those pick 3. The pick 3 is going to start before game number 4. The high 5 starts before game number 3, so you got a little more time to get those bets in. We've explained with that high 5. Someone has taken home $2,000 at least in 5 straight performances now, looking to make it 6 here on this debut Saturday evening performance. And that will come at the start of game number 3, so you probably have about a solid 15 minutes there to get those final bets in for the high 5, comfortably get those bets in for the high 5, and then we got the pick 3 coming up before the start of our 4th game. And while we have a couple minutes till we get into game 2, it'll be a good time to show you one of those videos that's going to explain how to win and lose those matchups here in Jai-Alai if you're new to the sport. It's a good one to look at.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now we have just under 4 minutes to the start of that second game, and for that fantasy Jai-Alai roll, and I tell you, we feel your pain there. I was looking at the sheet there. Of course, I took CRB, advised a couple people saying, he's been playing really well. One of the hot picks coming into this week is a $6 value, but continues that streak of no top 2 finishes. I mean, he has played in almost 30 games now. Don't have the exact number. I think it was going into the performance this afternoon. He had played in a total of 24 games, definitely played in 6, so over 30 games he has played in, not once come in that top 2 there. And in game number 1, I mean, you're looking at the way that game's going to end, you're saying there's no chance that he can't get in the top 2. I mean, he had game point. It's just the way it works sometimes with these fantasy points, and he gets some pretty tough beats in there. A lot of people experiencing that pain as well. But again, that fantasy Jai-Alai, it's free to play, and look, you can potentially get $100 out of it, so it's all in good fun, and we appreciate the comments and the support, and you guys seem to be enjoying that as well, so obviously very good sign there, and we'll see what happens. Look, we still got a couple of games left there, and definitely saw good signs there from CRB in that game, so look, if he's going to get on the board, definitely going to be here soon. I was going to come out, make a bold prediction saying that he would get off the schneid here and definitely get in the top 2 in one of these games in this Saturday evening performance, but that will be seen there. That's a pretty tough beat to start it off in game number 1. And for Ben there, the winner of game number 1, 6th win on the week there. Now just trails Kubala and Ron by 2 in the lead for that Golden Cesta, most wins on the week here at Magic City, so 2 behind the guys that are tied atop there. And for Ben on the season now, win number 24. I mean, he was squarely in the middle of the pack and really taking advantage of these past couple of weeks, just piling on those wins now. He is 3 games outside of 3rd place. New 3rd place guy in the standings, by the way. Tennessee held that spot coming into the week. Now Bueno and Ron are both tied at 27 games. That is 3rd place. Tennessee, Carballo, and Kubala, 3-way tie. That'd be for 5th place. And then you have Ben all the way down there in 8th at 24 games. And Anderluck guy that's been out here for a couple weeks now, at 22. So only 5 games separating spots 3 through 9 of those championship singles standings. And there was some talk about, what's going to happen when those other guys come back in the top 3. You got Douglas Ikeda and Anderluck when they come back. How's that going to affect it? I mean, just the way these guys have been playing, the effort that they've given, there's no reason to believe that, look, when they come back, these guys, you got Bueno, you got Ben, you got Ron, Kubala, Carballo, there's no reason they shouldn't be able to get those victories, even with that full roster in those feature games. Now we have less than a minute till we start Game 2. Game 2 now less than a minute away.
All right, let's go.
And with that, we're ready to begin Game 2. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match played up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all the matchups are played in that first round of play. To begin serving in the red at post 1, we have Ben. Receiving in the blue at post 2, there's Fred. Ben serve begins Game 2. Egg reverse from Fred. There's Ben. Missed the rebote, point 2. 2 first up on the board here in our second game that'll bring to the court the white at post 3. Here's CRB. CRB, good pickup on the left side. There's Fred leaping. He's got it. Forehand just above the pad. Juggled there by CRB. Point 2. Fred now 2 points. Here's post 4 in to receive. Green shirt. There's Legend. Legend goes high off the front wall with that sidearm forehand. Fred's going to let it pass all the way back to the 12 line. And that's a great save. Just gets it up off the front wall. Here's Legend up at the 7. Big reverse. Caught a piece of that overhead screen out of play. Point 2. And receive black shirt to post 5. Here's Juice. Nice serve there by Fred. Juice handles on the forehand side. Keeps inside. Good catch low from Fred. Played to the corner of that front wall. Comes back out to the middle of the court. There's Juice. Played to Fred's forehand. Comes over the top with it. Juice runs back under it. Takes on the right side. Goes high off the front wall. Cut off there by Fred. Another good catch. Juice runs it down. Waits for the rebote. And does make the save on the left side. Fred up in the front court. Low hard forehand. Gonna score. Point 2. And to receive for this matchup, we have the yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Tennessee. Great catch off the serve there from Tennessee as it crossed the side wall. Fred on a hop again makes a catch. Tennessee foot on the wall. His reverse. Going to pass Fred. He waits for the rebote. Forehand rebote into the pad. Point 6. Tennessee on the board now. And receive for this matchup, post 7. We have Bueno. Tennessee thought about it, went back, makes the rebote save. Nicely done, sending Bueno to the outside. About the 9 line. Gives him the carom. Cuts out slightly. Tennessee's going to get there. High and hard off the front wall. 3-wall play. Bueno all the way out to the 7. Gets a cesta on it. Keeps play alive. Tennessee plays it softly back inside. Not soft enough. Bueno's going to run under it to the 9 line. 2-wall. Taken on a quick bounce from Tennessee. Gives him the carom right back. That one not out. Bueno got it before the side netting. He plays a carom back there. The third one in a row is going to score. That'll do it. 0.7. In on receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. We have El Barba in for this matchup. .7, and that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 1, Ben. Bueno on the forehand. Comes over the top. There's Ben. Trying to get it at the 10 line. That one tipped. .7. Returning for this matchup, here's the white at post 3, CRB. A reverse there. Bueno makes a catch over his head on the left side. Delivers a big reverse there coming at the 10 line. CRB on the move. Just does get it up off the front wall. There's Bueno up at the 6 now. There's CRB again. His reverse. Going to be cut off by Bueno, taken on the forehand side. Going to keep to the inside. Takes it in the air, as he should, charging in. Bueno. Over the top now. Back inside. There's CRB charging again there. Almost had it on the scoop. Just trickling out of the cesta there. .7. Straight points now to a possible game. .4. Post 7, Bueno. He has 6 points in to stop him here. Post 4, Legend. Legend plays this one to pass over Bueno. Rebote forehand. Save back to the inside where it will score for the win. That is point and a perfect game to the pink shirt of post 7, Bueno. No playoff here. 2 will place and 6 shows. Unofficial order of finish there for game number 2. 7-2-6. 7-2 and 6. We'll get those official results coming up in just a few moments. And results of Game 2 are now official. Post 7, Bueno there with the win and a perfect game for him. There's Post 2, Fred taking second, and Post 6, Tennessee coming in third. 7-2-6 is now official for Game 2 as we wait for those prices to roll across your screen now. And results of Game 2, they're coming up there on your screen. Tennessee to win, $13 there. Sorry, Bueno to win there, post 7. Bueno took the win. Not a bad win price for Bueno. The $2 Quinella, that's 2-7 or 7-2, any order, $69 there, $69 even. One of the higher tries we've seen here, or Quinellas we've seen here. We'll wait for that try price to come up on your... Wait for that rotation. There's 7-2-6, the trifecta. So that trifecta there, 7-2-6. You got to get the top 3 finishers in the exact order there. If you want to cash in on that bet, 7-2-6, $339.40. You got a refund there in the place and show pools as well. Up next, we've got game number 3. Game 3, another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. We'll be playing it again up to 7 points, with all those points doubling for all matchups in the first round of play. Game 3 marks the start of that high 5, folks, and as we've said numerous times already on this broadcast, that bet's been going. Definitely one of the best bets to play in maybe the country right now. give away $2,000 the last 5 performances there. To play that high five, all you got to do, pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you happen to be the only winner, you're a single ticket. You got to be the only one to have that combination of 5. You will take home that $2,000. So not only do you have to get all the winners correct, you have to be the only one with that ticket to take home that $2,000 in the high five, but it has been done 5 times in a row. So you can do it as well, and maybe you can be the 6th person. You're going to have about 5 minutes, just about 5 minutes left to make those wagers for the high five.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai's a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage, 150 or better, and in the money percentage, 400 or better. I'm going to finish every game that I get possible game point.
And that win for Bueno in the last game, we told you he was in a tie for 3rd place now, takes the solo lead of 3rd place in that last bonus spot for the championship singles. So 1st place at the end of the season. If you're in 1st, you get $15,000. If you're in 2nd, you get $10,000 bonus. And you're in 3rd, you get $5,000. So very important to be in that 3rd spot, which Bueno now holds at 28 wins. And folks, to celebrate this first evening program of the season, we've showed you a couple of those top 10s, but we got a brand new top 10 for you guys. Let's take a look at the best 10 plays from this time last year, July of 2019. Here it is. Ben Serve takes a high bounce. Anderwood gathers at about the 10 line. Fires this one that's going to go deep into the corner. Good return by Carballo, sends it going off the wall.
Wow, great
a nice
shot,
remote.
yes.
Carballo gets it back in play. A soft carom and a reverse over his head.
Yeah, Daddy.
Catch by Ben midcourt. There's the carom. A barb on the run. Returns a carom.
Whoa,
that scores for the win. Ben rips a 2-all off the serve that scores. What a shot, .7. Here's Diaz with a good catch. Tennessee grabs it. Hard reverse to the outside. Diaz from his knees. Strong forehand return. Jedden with an excellent 2-wall rebote save for the big bounce. El Barbo reaches way up to make the catch, and he scores on the return. Catch by Carballo. Hard reverse rebote is coming out. Jedden calls for the rebote. Outside placement of
nice
the Costavo rebote.
Bradley makes a nice scoop on the forehand, sends that low and hard. A beautiful scoop by Carballo.
Outside placement
Oh,
thrown
great
by
winning
Anderlock.
shot.
Kubala runs in, winds up. Tejada, what a shot thrown by Kubala.
And folks, the top 10 plays from 2019 takes us the July of 2019. Last year at this time, a crazy fact about that, Douglas hadn't even made his professional debut at that time. He hadn't even played for the first time betting-wise here at Magic City. So that just shows you how much these guys have improved from that point on as we're ready to get into Game 3. The start of this high five. Game 3 will be a spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, all those points doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, we have Juice. Receiving in the blue of post 2, here's Legend. Juice's serve begins game number 3. That one in and out of the cesta it goes, point 2. 2 first up on the board here in our third game that'll bring the court. White shirt to post 3, here's Ben. Low runner to the inside. Legend gets that up off the front wall. There's Ben on the outside. Played back to the inside. Legend's got it on the forehand. He goes sidearm. Ben takes it out of the air. Came out at the cesta, though, at about the 9 line, point 2. Receive now for this matchup. Green shirt to post 4, Tennessee. Rebote's save sends Tennessee back to the 12 line. Hard forehand. Going to be cut off there by Legend at the 9 line. Gives a forehand back inside. Here's Tennessee. Hard reverse. Rebote comes out. Played just above the pad there. Tennessee, 8 line. Hard reverse. Inside. Point 4. And receive for this matchup, post 5, El Barba. Point 4. 4 now, 2 straight points. Here's post 6. The yellow shirt, we have Bradley. Bradley, hard forehand, good stop from Tennessee. Big reverse, this one coming way out. Tennessee gonna get there, forehand save. Bradley at the 7, plays it softly back to the inside. Tennessee, one-handed grab, just flicks it up there with no look. Wow, what a play from him. Big forehand again from Bradley, 3-wall play. There's Tennessee, 2 walls, gonna cut out to the outside. Bradley, carambola. Stopped on the forehand by Tennessee. And the spin to the outside is going to get him to score point 4. The no-look save there from Tennessee gets him that point 4. Now 3 points. Here's post 7, CRB. CRB got that serve. There's Tennessee, runs under it. Jumping, keeping the cesta in motion, though. Play still alive. Tennessee's got it again. Crashing into the side wall. This one staying in place. CRB on the move. Just does get the save. Thought he overran it there for a second. Good adjustment to get back to it. Here's Tennessee from the outside. Just above the pad, that carambola. Wow. Scores, 0.4. On receive now, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Fred. That's an underserve. That one came up short of the 4 line. Serve's got to land between that 4 and 7 line. This point goes to the 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning post 1, here's Juice. Fred, forehander Bote inside. That's going to score. 0.8. 8 with 3 points. Returning, here's post 3, Ben. A good serve there from Fred. Ben's got it at the 11. Hard back inside. Rabote shooting out right along the sidewall. Tough play to make for Fred. Scoring for Ben there, 0.3. Three on the board now, 2 points. Returning, here's post 2, Legend. He's got 2 points. Sidearm forehand to a high bouncing Rabote. Ben hangs with it. Keeps it to the outside where it'll score. 0.3. Returning, here's post 5, El Barba. Hard forehand inside. There's Ben. His Rabote into the overhead screen. That's out of play, 0.5. El Barba now on the board here in this third game with 2 points. Returning post 6 for this matchup, here's Bradley. Bradley winds it up. Delivers a hard forehand. There's El Barba. Good save. Narrowly staying under that overhead screen. Hops by Bradley. Goes to the ground hard. Hope he's all right there. Gets up quickly. Point goes to the 5. Here's post 7 for this matchup. CRB. Great catch there from CRB. Off the serve, there's El Barba. Caught a piece of the sidewall. CRB with a good catch on the forehand. Comes over the top, back inside. Comes out middle of the court. There's El Barba. Sidearm forehand back inside. CRB runs under it. Reverse. Comes out to Rabote. Good save from El Barba back inside. Where that one's missed. 0.5. Possible game point now for post 5 El Barba with 6 points. In to stop him, we got Tennessee, post 4. Low hard reverse to the inside. That one scores from Tennessee, 0.4. Possible game point now for Tennessee with 6 points. And to stop him, here's Juice. Juice cracks that carom. Tennessee's there on the outside. Big forehand played. Gonna catch some spin to the outside where it'll score for the win. That point and game to the green shirt of post number 4, Tennessee. 5 takes second. 3 comes in third. No playoff here in this third game. 4-5-3, the unofficial order of finish. We'll get you the official result coming up in a few moments. Results of Game 3 are official now. Post 4, Tennessee with the win. Post 5, El Barba takes second. And Post 3, Ben coming in third. 4-5-3 is now official for Game 3 as the prices come up on your screen now. The $2 quinoa, that's 4-5 or 5-4. Any order there, $36.40. We return off $2. 50-cent trifecta, 4-5-3, 50 cents. Returns $2.43 even there. $243 off 50 cents for the try there. And Tennessee, nice win price. Good to see those win prices getting up there. One of the favorites in that Game 3, taking home $21.20. Not bad. Not bad at all there for the win. And again, that first number for the high five, if you were playing along with that, is the number 4. We're now moving into game number 4. Game 4, another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. Of course, all spectacular 7 singles, the first 7 games at least, and then that 8th and final game of this performance. This is an 8-game performance tonight. The 8th and final game will be that superfecta 9-point singles match, so just slightly different. But all these games until we get to game number 8, spectacular 7 scoring, standard wagering available, plus game 4 marks the start of that pick 3. So the final opportunity to play that pick 3, all you got to do, pick the winners of games 4, 5, and 6. If you get all those winners correct and get a nice little bonus payout, that's all part of the pick 3. Your last opportunity to bet that before the start of this 4th game. Game number 4 now coming your way in just about 5 minutes. Just about 5 minutes till we get into that 4th game here on the debut Saturday evening performance, Magic City Jai-Alai.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to Jai-Alai. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train Jai-Alai players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the
bobsled team.
Game time now, man.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Jai-Alai became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle. Actually about the start of the Jai-Alai program here at Magic City. We're just in the beginning of Season 3. Well, we're almost halfway, maybe a third of the way through our 3rd season here. So a lot of these guys under 3 years of professional experience. And just, if you want to see that and you see their progression from the start there, head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the Jai-Alai tab there, there's a link that'll take you to the Magic City Hustle site, or just MagicCityHustle.com. directly into your browser. It'll take you to the website where you can make a purchase of that documentary for $5, and then from there you have it for the rest of your life so you can enjoy it as many times as you like. And especially now with running out of things to watch, as we're continuing to stay inside, maybe even having to go back inside depending on where you're viewing here from tonight. Definitely highly suggested there. It's certainly a good watch and a full documentary. I mean, full 2 hours there, so it'll take up a good portion of the evening. And we now have just under 3 minutes to the start of game number 4. Another reminder there, the pick 3, last opportunity to bet that pick 3 here before the start of game number 4. A couple minutes to do just that. All you have to do for that, pick the winners of games 4, 5, and 6. If you get all those winners correct, you'll get a nice little bonus payout, all part of that pick 3. And the payout, depending on how much is bet into it, what other combinations people bet, so that will all come up there before the start of game number 6. You'll see those potential payouts for the pick 3. And that win there for Tennessee in game number 3. Tennessee now started the week in third place. That was win number 27 for him, so trying to climb back into that third place slot. He's tied now with Ron just one game outside of third place. So Bueno 28, Ron and Tennessee there both with 27, as all those guys have a couple more games here. They'll be playing in a majority of these games to close it out here for you on this Saturday evening performance. Couple people asking about injury updates on some of the guys. Obviously, we are dealing with the injury bug here at Magic City, and that happens. It's a pretty brutal game. Guys diving all over the court. Things do happen. Asier actually ended up with a fracture in his wrist a little bit. Couple weeks. That's the timetable for him there. If you check out the Jai-Alai channel on Instagram as well, if you check out our Instagram account, there's a little section that will give you injury updates as well there. So go, if you're on Instagram, Jai-Alai channel on Instagram will show you all that information. But the couple of guys there, Asier, a couple of weeks, that's a timetable for his return there. And obviously, Cool Fitness has been dealing with a concussion. If you follow the NFL, you understand the concussion protocol is a little bit tricky. Even if you're feeling all right with a concussion, you got to pass tests and all that. So Cool Fitness obviously feeling physically okay, but just waiting obviously to get a full clearance before he can return back to the court safely. And that little injury update takes us to the start of game number 4. Game 4 will be another spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, all those points doubling after the matchups. In the first round of play to begin this 4th game, serving in the red of post 1, we have Bueno, and receiving in the blue of post 2, CRB. Bueno's serve begins game 4. Bueno, good catch there. Goes at the 7 line. Hard back inside. CRB stops at the 11. A diving save, does a somersault, and gets back up. Great effort there. Here's Bueno back inside. And that's tipped by CRB, point 1. Great point there to start off this 4th game. Bueno there actually on the board with the first point. Here's Tennessee, and to receive, white of post 3. Big reverse there from Tennessee. That's right along the side wall. Here's Bueno. Turns that rebote back inside. Tennessee now high off the front wall. Narrowly staying under that overhead screen. Comes to Bueno. Turns that rebote. Cut off. Tennessee at the 9. Goes deep. Rebote out again. That one a little too hard, a little too high. Catches the overhead screen out of play. Point 3. And receive for this matchup. Green shirt to post 4. Here's Bradley. That's an underserve. Came up short of the 4 line. Those serves must land between the 4 and 7 line there, those 2 white lines. The point goes to the 4. And receive now, post 5. Here's Legend. Backing up is Bradley, leaping, brings it down at the top of that arc there. What a catch. Shows you the leaping ability. Legends carry him wide of the court, point 4. Wow, what athleticism there from Bradley to get to that ball. Maybe not many guys on that roster that could have even gotten there. 4 now with 2 points. Here's post 6. Juice. Point 4. And receive now, pink shirt to post 7 for this matchup. Here's Fred. High bouncing serve right along the side wall there. Great serve from Bradley, crossing just in front of Fred at the 12 line. Point 4. 4 now with 4 points, not returning here, actually finishing out the first round of play. Here's post 8, El Barba. El Barba taken back to the 12 line off the serve. Bradley runs under it, takes on the forehand side, comes over the top. El Barba slides in there. 2-wall does not cut out. Comes to the middle of the court. There's Bradley. Goes for the carom. Si, senor. That scores. Point 4. Straight points to a possible game point now for Bradley. He's got 5 points. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Why this is possible game point. Here's CRB trying to stop him. Robote's coming out. There's Bradley. Turns a 2-wall. CRB gets there on the outside. Fires a carom back. Bradley going to get there on the outside. Hard forehand. Scores for the win. That is a point and a perfect game. A well-deserved game there. It's a dog's bark for Bradley there. Post 4 with the win. We'll have a playoff now to determine second and third place in this game. We'll have post 1. Bueno serving to Tennessee. The winner will take second. The loser will take third. Bueno on the forehand. Gives him the carom, not cutting out. Tennessee on the outside. 11 line. Fires the carom back. It's going to land just wide. Good idea, though. 1 will take second, and 3 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish there for game 4. 4, 1, 3. 4, 1, and 3. We'll have the official results coming up in just a few moments. Results of Game 4 are now official there. Post 4, Bradley with the win. Perfect game for Bradley there. Well-deserved, showing you everything he's got in the arsenal. That athleticism there, making a catch. The 11 line was probably halfway up the wall when he got there. And then it shows you the carom there, perfectly executed on the kill shot there. Wide range of skills there for Bradley, showing you all he's got in that arsenal. Going to be exciting when he gets in there with those feature game guys. Douglas, Anderluck, Ikeda, they all come back here. That's going to be fun to see. As the prices roll up on your screen there, the $2 Quinella 1-4 or 4-1. $9.20, public all over that again. You got the $2 try 4-1-3. A trifecta again, the exact order of finish. 4-1-3, 60-20. You got to get the top 3 in the exact order. Gives you 60-20 off of $2. Up next, we have our 5th game. Game number 5, as we said, all these first 7 games will be spectacular 7 singles matches. We'll be playing this one again up to 7 with all those points doubling after the matchups in the first round of play. Standard wagering is available for this 5th game. You got Win, Play, Show, Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta wagers all available. You see here a couple of new faces in those lineups. You got Ron, you got Carballo, you got Kubala here for the first time as these games 5 through 8, sort of those pseudo middle feature games, as we were dealing with a shortened roster here, as we said. And post time for this 5th game will be coming up in just about 5 minutes. Just about 5 minutes till we start game number 5. And now with a couple more minutes till that 5th game, and in case we have any new fans who may have missed this explanation video at the beginning of the program, here it is again to explain in simple terms how the game of Jai-Alai is played. Here it is for you.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
Now just under 4 minutes till game number 5 will begin here. And we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. Now we got some of these feature game guys coming in here. As we said, Ron, Carballo, Kubala, as well as, Ben plays in those feature games. Bradley, of course, when he was healthy, hadn't been healthy to begin this year, but when everyone returns here, certainly has earned the right to play in those later games. But Ron, as we said, 4 straight wins. Won game 5, 6, 7, and 8. All 4 of his appearances in that Saturday afternoon performance here just a couple of hours ago. So Ron going for win number 5 in a row for him. Haven't seen a streak like that in a while here, and just been playing really well. I mean, started off that first game, his first appearance in game number 5, missed a ball, an easy one that came to him on the right side, and I think that really refocused him and has just been playing absolutely spectacularly since that point, and no one's been able to stop him yet today, so we'll see if it can happen here in game number 5, which is now coming up in just under 3 minutes. And Bradley taking the win there in game number 4. Piling him on here in this week 11. Only the second week, as we said, that Bradley has been playing this season. He was dealing with some chronic knee issues that have been plaguing him throughout his Jai-Alai career, and kind of dealt with it last season. Came into this season, wasn't feeling 100%, so held him out there for a couple months, but sure thing, looks pretty healthy there when he showed you that leaping ability, and just the sky's the limit for that guy. So much athletic ability, so much potential, and one of the fastest throwers out there on the roster. And as we said, a guy that last season, towards the end of the year, he was playing really well come November. And now he's had a full off season, had a couple more days to get his feet back under him. So when those Douglas, Ikeda, Anderlich, they all come back, you'll really get a sense of where he stands with this roster as those guys come back when we get a full roster back here, hopefully very, very soon. But already on the season for Bradley there, tied with Legend for wins, surpassed Lamonti, creeping up on Asier, Jed and Juice, Cool Fitness. So, in only 2 weeks here, Bradley doing a lot of damage. And only imagine, I mean, look, if he had some shoes that wasn't slipping in, I mean, maybe pile on a couple more victories too. So who knows, and maybe can afford those shoes now with these couple of wins here in these past couple of weeks. And with that, we're ready to begin Game 5. Game 5, another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches, played again up to 7 points, with all those points doubling after the first round of play, after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving the red at post 1, we have Ben receiving in the blue at post 2. There's Ron, looking for 5 in a row. Ben's serve begins game number 5. And turns that rebote to the middle of the court. There's Ron on a hop. Brings it in. Hard forehand back inside. That one scoring. Point 2. First up on the board here in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt to post 3. Here's Bradley. Bradley plays this one to the middle of the court. Ron's got it on the forehand side. Goes deep with this one, played to pass. Bradley crouches down there, makes the save. Ron goes outside. That quick trigger again. Shot's been working for him. Another example of it there, point 2. 2 now, 2 points. Here's post 4, Carballo. Hard reverse from Carballo. Rebote coming out. Turn back to the inside. Carballo picks it out of the air at the 9 line. Goes deep. Rebote out. Ron back inside. Carballo's going to run under it again. 9 line again. Hard reverse. This turned quickly back to the inside where it will score. Great rebote from Ron. Point 2. Here's post 5 in for this matchup, Tennessee. Right along that sidewall there, Ron makes a rebote save. Tennessee now goes deep. Ron going to the ground, that into the top of the pad. Good effort. Point 5. And now for this matchup, yellow shirt to post 6. Actually, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Kyle. I haven't said it yet. Post 6, Kubala. Catch on the left side. Rebote coming way out. Tennessee up at the 7 line. Makes that save back inside. Reaching out on the left side. Good catch from Kubala. Rebote. Forehand. Slow bouncer. Comes out to the 10 line. Kubala back inside. Running under it. Taking on the forehand side is Tennessee. Does what he can to get it up off the front wall. Slow bouncer again now. Kubala left side. Another good save. Backing up his Kubala. Didn't take it first time round. Goes for the diving save. The Rebote 2-wall keeps play alive. Here's Tennessee now. 3-wall play. There's Kubala going to the ground again. This save to the inside. Tennessee's going to get there. Crashing into the wall. Lost it as he crashed into the wall. Maybe didn't need to. Yeah, maybe could have put a foot on the wall there. Scoring for Kubala there. 0.6. Great point between those two. In now post 7. This matchup. Here's Juice. Leaping Juice brings in that serve. Goes for the carom right away. That again. Juice has been doing that all week, just painting the line there with that carom. Scores again, 0.7. Now to receive, rounding out the first round of play, purple shirt of post 8. Here's Bueno. A little break there, getting some of those zip ties off the court. Final matchup here of the first round, Juice serving Bueno. Bueno goes sidearm with the forehand. Juice turns that Rebote there at the 10 line. Bueno tried to scoop it up. That high scoop not working. That's tip 0.7. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's post 1, Ben. There's Juice. Good catch on the forehand. Carom again. That one just a little bit wide. 0.1. Ben on the board now at 2 points. Returning, here's post 3 for this matchup. Bradley. Ben missed that one at the 9 line. 0.3. Now Bradley on the board with 2 points. Here's Carballo, post 4. Great serve from Bradley all the way in the back corner. That scores 0.3. 3 now, 4 points. Returning, here's Ron, post 2. He's got 3 points. Low hard reverse. There's Bradley. Forehand Rebote. Escape there to the outside. 0.2. Now a possible game point here for Ron out of post 2. He's got 5 points. In to stop him, here's Tennessee. Tennessee gets it just before it crosses that side wall. Ron sets up for the Rebote. Forehand save back inside. Tennessee thought about it, waits for the Rebote on the back end. 2-wall. Cuts out nicely. Ron. Good save on the right side. His forehand going to score for the win. That is point and game to the blue shirt of post 2. 5 in a row for Ron there. 3 will place, taking second. This will be a playoff to determine third place. Show point, post 7. Juice will serve to post 1, Ben. Big left side there from Ben. Forehand Rebote. Turned nicely there from Juice back inside. Ben takes it out of the air. Rebote comes shooting out there. Another good forehand Rebote save. Going to take Ben outside. 8 line. Gives him the carom, that not cutting out. Juice has got the speed to get there. Hard forehand. Back inside. 3-wall play. Ben in great position. Lays it up. Going to get a big bouncer. Juice has got it before that side netting. 3-wall play again. There's Ben. Juice ducks to get out of the way. He's going to run under it. Has time to get there. Had it one hand just coming out of the cesta there. Good point between these guys. For third place, that show point, it will go to Ben. Post 1. Unofficial order of finish there for game number 5. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, and 1. The official results will be coming up in just a few moments. Results of Game 5 are now official there. Post 2, Ron with the win, 5 in a row. Chat's all over that stat. As we said, 5 wins in a row now for Ron. Continuing that great streak. Post 3, Bradley comes in second. And post 1, Ben comes in third. 2, 3, 1. The official order of finish there for game number 5. So results are on your screen there now. The $2 Quinella. That's 2-3 or 3-2. They pay back $25.40. The $2 try, 2-3-1, $193.60. Up next, we have our 6th game, Game 6. You guessed it, another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. Playing it up to 7 points with all those points, doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. You see the entries on your screen for game number 6. Similar crew that played that 5th game. We'll be closing it out, these final 4 games of the performance, like we said, kind of these middle feature games, games 5 through 8, to close it out for you on this Saturday evening. Game 6 also marks the end of that pick 3, so you'll see the potential payouts there for the pick 3 coming up. Let me get you to the main screen there. As you see it there for 1 second, it'll flash away any moment now, but post time will be coming your way in just under 6 minutes. Just under 6 minutes till we begin game number 6.
You're a sportsman, aren't you? Sort of. You like Jai-Alai? I like the way it's spelled. Me too. Yeah, with a J. How'd that get in there?
I can handle your workload without any help. Andy Glam, former J. Crew employee. Dr. Dante Octavarius, seahorse breeder.
He better be. I got him wheeled in the trifecta.
Shunk Dunkirk, incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor? Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. All right, I'm calling it.
I'm trying out a new persona. I'm club owner and Jai-Alai enthusiast, Barry Mexico.
What a fun and lazy character name. Was it your first thought?
You know it. Barry Mexico gets down to business.
Yeah, debuting another new piece of content here on the Jai-Alai Channel. That was a new pop culture video. You saw American Dad in there. You saw Miami Vice, a couple of the things that may not have been that other pop culture video. That's a new one debuting here on this first Saturday evening performance of the 2020 season, so we hope you enjoyed that one. As we have just under 5 minutes to game number 6. Those potential prices for the pick 3 coming up there. So 4 and 2 are the first 2 numbers of the pick 3. So shows you the different potential payouts given whichever post wins that 6th game here. So a couple of those prices there for the pick 3, over $1,100. Pretty nice payout there. You got the 5, 6, 8. 2 and 1. And a couple of those guys in the feature game makes sense there. The lower pick 3 payouts there. Ron, Carballo, Kubala. The 3, 4, and 7 there paying out some of the lower payouts as part of that pick 3 today. And we all hope you're enjoying this first Saturday evening performance of the season. One of the things we haven't gotten into already is that Fantasy Jai-Alai, something that was started here in week 4 of the Magic City season. So we've only been going with it for 7 weeks, kind of taken on a life of its own, and we thank you all for that, for playing and being committed to the game and having a lot of fun with it. So what we've done, a little token of our appreciation, we added a $100 prize to this week's Fantasy Jai-Alai winner. So as long as we stay above 100 active league members, we will keep that $100 prize sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai. That will continue. So as long as we said again, 100 active members, meaning people are actively gaining points. And for this week, there's 104 people that are playing actively gaining points in any capacity there. So if we just had all those people play again next week, there's going to be another $100 on the line. And then once we reach 200, this is where it gets interesting, we will up it to $200 for that prize. So we appreciate all your support there with the fantasy game, and you guys are the reason that we've added those prizes and it's become as big as it is, so thank you for that. And let's take a look at who's been playing well this week for fantasy. Give me a moment here to add the result for game number 5. We keep these fantasy stats get updated on my stat sheet here as the game goes on, but if you check on the website there, fantasyhighlight.com, if you'd like to play along, fantasyhighlight.com, we cannot update it. Obviously can't do those updates manually during the game, so we'll give you a little update on who's got how many points there. Ron got the win there, so that was his 9th win of the week, taking first. Ron now has eclipsed the 60 fantasy point mark on this week. 60 fantasy points for him. He is certainly in the lead. Kubala now second place with 59 fantasy points. As we're going down the list here, trying to add these numbers as we go here. So you got a couple of guys that have eclipsed the 50 mark. So Ron in first in terms of fantasy points. He has 60. We'll go down the roster here. Ron 60, Kubala 59. You have Bueno 52, Ben 50 fantasy points, Tennessee 46, El Barba 44. You got Carballo with 40, Legend 16, Bradley 42. Let's see, did I miss anyone down here? Fred 16, Juice 22, and CRB there. Surprise performance of the week. People keep talking about it in the chat. Only 8 fantasy points. He has showed, that means Show coming in third place, 4 times this week. He has not finished in the top 2 in any of his over 30 appearances this week. Kind of on a bit of a slump here, but look, a guy that, he was in the gym here, in the fronton between performances, practicing, and a guy that, is very committed to this, very committed to the career as a Jai-Alai player, so he will definitely right the ship here. In a very difficult week for him, playing, a couple of games with guys above his skill level pretty consistently, and has stepped up here. Has done a pretty nice job, just gotten a little unlucky and hasn't been on the board there as much as you may think in this 11th week of the season as we are ready to get into Game 6. Game 6, of course, as we said, closes out that pick 3. It's also Game 6, spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, with all those points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving at red at post 1 here, we have Tennessee, and receiving a blue post 2, there's Ben. Tennessee's serve begins game number 6. Good pick up there by Ben off the serve. Tennessee reaching back, foot on the wall this time, keeps play alive. Just kits it up off the front wall. Here's Ben going back for it. Kind of a dead bounce. Robote not really coming out there. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in this 6th game that'll bring to the court. White at post 3. Here's Ron. Hard reverse from Ron. Robote out right along that sidewall. That's a great save from Tennessee. He winds up the costado, keeps it inside. Out to another Robote. There's Tennessee, 2-wall. It's going to cut out, not far enough. Ron back inside, 3-wall play. Tennessee gets assessed on it. Just going to spin wide of the court there. Trying to will it back to the inside there. Just a little wide there, Tennessee. Good effort, though. Point 3. Ron on the board, 1 point. Here's post 4 for this matchup. We have Carballo. Forehand rebote save. Taken in the air. Cut off by Carballo. Goes for the carom. Caught Ron going the other way. Scores for Carballo, 0.4. 4 now, 1 point. Here's post 5, the black shirt. We have Bradley. Reverse catches a little piece of that sidewall. Carballo's got it. Forehand back inside. Brings it in on a quick bounce. Comes over the top hard with that forehand. Hand on the wall. Carballo makes the save. Comes a little softer back inside. Bradley still got it. His reverse to the outside. Lands just wide of the court there. 0.4. One of the very few sections of the court that I actually can't see here, so didn't know about that call. Carballo gets the 0.4 now, 2 points. Here's post 6, Bueno. Reverse there from Bueno. Carballo on the inside, keeps it inside there. Bueno got it on the left side at the 9 line. Hard reverse. A catch low from Carballo, gives him the carom. Bueno going to get there on the outside. Fires the carom back. Carballo's got the speed to get under it. Gives him the Dejada. No one's getting there. Perfectly executed there on the Dejada. The soft play scores 0.4. In for this matchup, pink shirt to post 7, we have Kubala. Taken out of the air at the 11 line. Carballo keeps it right along that side wall. I'm going to say that was tipped first time around, 0.4. Any now to receive, rounding out the first round of play here. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Legend. Carballo over the top, back inside. Legend scooped it up, 10 line. His 2-all does not cut out. Carballo, high scoop. Hard back to the inside. That'll score 0.4. Possible game point now for Carballo here with 5 points, as all points are now doubled through the end of the game. He didn't stop him. Here's Ben. Ben played it to the corner of the front wall. That sticks inside. Reverse. Played to pass. Here's Ben going to the ground. It's that rebote off the front wall. Slow bouncer comes out middle of the court. Carballo's got it at the 8 line. Hard back to the inside, where that will score for the win. That is a point and perfect game to the green shirt of post 4, Carballo. We'll have a playoff now to determine place and show point. That's second and third. Post 1, Tennessee serves Ron here. Three will place, taking second. 1 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish there for Game 6. 4-3-1. 4-3 and 1. Get the official results coming up for you in just a few moments. Results of Game 6 are now official there. Post 4, Carballo taking the win, ending Ron's streak of 5 in a row there. Figure that if anyone was going to do it, they're probably going to be one of those guys. Carballo, Kubala, maybe Bradley or Ben there. Carballo, the suspect, gets it done, breaks Ron's streak of 5 in a row. He gets the win, post 3. Ron comes in second, though, so not too shabby there. And post 1, Tennessee coming in third. 4-3-1, the official order of finish for Game 6. You got the prices that'll come up any moment now. And the results from Game 6 are now up on your screen. The $2 pick 3, 4-2-4, the combo. 3 of 3 numbers going to return 127.40. The $2 quinella, that's 3-4-4-3, any order on the quinella. $10.40 off $2. Public all over it with the Carballo Ron quinella. And the $2 try, 4-3-1-60-180. One of those again, public all over, especially with Tennessee. Even though it may not have been Kubala there coming in that third slot, Tennessee in the one post. Probably a pretty popular play there as the last number in the trifecta, 4-3-1. And again, not too bad of a win price there, $14.60 on Carballo to win. On a post 4, obviously Ron on that streak there, but $14.60 for Carballo, one of the favorites in that game. Not too bad on the win. And coming up next, we got game number 7. Game 7 will be the final spectacular 7 singles match of the day. Also going to close out that high 5, so we'll see here in a second if it has a chance to go for the 6th performance in a row. It was already a record after 4, got hit again, just adding to that record in the afternoon session today to make it 5, and we'll see if that streak will continue there for the high 5, and we'll give away maybe another $2,000. Will be a spectacular 7 singles match. Of course, we'll be playing it up to 7. All those points will double after the matchups in the first round of playing. We'll get into it in just about 6 minutes, just about 6 minutes to the start of that 7th game.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer, and also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. You know, just do simple better. You know, just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent, and don't make any unforced errors. I mean, I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where, you know, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about Jai-Alai is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
And now we have just about 5 minutes to the start of game number 7. Just about 5 minutes to the start of game 7. So we wait for those high 5 prices to roll across your screen. And folks, sorry about that. We are back here dealing with a couple of the responsibilities behind the desk here today. As we are back here, so game number 6 again. Carballo with the win there. Sorry about those technical issues there, folks. We're working on getting those potential high five price payouts up there, which not been transmitting there. So we're going to try to get those manually for you before we get into game number 7. We know a couple of people here are curious about the high five, where they stand. Maybe they got 4 in a row here, looking to see if they're the only winner remaining and could potentially get that $2,000. So we will update you there when we have that information. Now 2 minutes left to game number 7. 2 minutes until we get into that 7th game. So overall standings now here for game number 7. 2 more games to close it out for you today. We got this spectacular 7-1 and then that superfecta 9-point game coming up in our next game. So a couple of guys been adding to their win total. So now in 3rd place, Douglas and Ikeda still on top. Those top 2, no one even in these couple of weeks has caught up to those guys. But Bueno now just 2 games outside of 2nd place. He has 28 wins and he is in 3rd place. Ron tied with Bueno. He is in 3rd, 28 wins. Tennessee and Carballo, they're tied in 5th place with 27 wins each. Then you have Kubala with 26, Ben with 24, and then Anderluck, of course, there with 22. Can rattle a couple off in a hurry. So, again, 6 wins separating spots 3 through 9 now. It was 7 to begin the program. Now just 6 wins separating those guys. So, good opportunity, these middle-of-the-pack players. We talked about Ron, Bueno, Tennessee, Carballo, Kubala, Ben. All those guys taking advantage of these situations here with a couple of guys out and piling on the wins here in week number 11. And for Carballo, that was win number 5. Bueno's got 5 wins. Ben with 6 wins. Kubala with 8. Bradley with 6. Ron with 9. So those guys. And Elbarba, how about that? Elbarba with 3 as well. So Legend got 1. Juice picked up 1. And Fred and CRB there winless on the week. So a lot of the wins going to Ben, Bueno, Carballo, Kubala, Bradley, and Ron. Keeping the wins between those 6 guys and a bunch of fantasy points. So if you have any of those combinations of those 3 guys, or you have 3 of them, looking pretty solid for this week in fantasy, in line for maybe that $100 payout. And we said, of course, if there are ties in fantasy, we're going to guarantee a minimum of $25 that's going to go to every person. So minimum $25, even if there are more than 4 people that had the same entry that win for this week. As the clock hits 0 minutes, we may hold it here a second, just waiting to get the clearance to begin this game and potentially get those high 5 numbers there. And folks, sorry we weren't able to get those potential payouts there, but the high 5 price should come up after the 7th game. So we're ready to get into game number 7. We apologize for those technical issues there. We're ready to get into the 7th game. Game 7 closes out the high 5, so I guess we'll be kept in suspense here if someone's got 5 out of 5. If you've got all 4 winners there, best of luck to you, and see if you can maybe take home $2,000 more. Game 7, spectacular 7 singles, played up to 7 points. All those points doubling after all the matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving in the red at post 1, we have CRB, and receiving in the blue post 2, there's Bueno. CRB, forehand rebote, played to the middle of the court. There's Bueno. Brings it in. Goes high off the front wall. CRB cuts it off at the 9 line. 2 all. There's Bueno, plays it back inside. CRB going to let it pass. Rebote, left side. That one missed, point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this 7th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt. Post 3, here's Legend.
I rolled on the top of the ball.
Bueno. Low hard reverse there. There's Legend with a good catch above his head. Keeps this one to the inside. Bueno at the 10 line. This one played to pass again. Legend goes back to the 9 line. Turns it rebote back to the middle of the court. There's Bueno. Over his head, nice catch on the forehand side. Plays this one back inside where it's tipped, point two. Two at 2 straight points to open this game, and to receive now for this matchup. Green shirt to post 4, here's Ben. Ben at the 9 line. Sidearm forehand back inside. There's Bueno backing up, takes it. Reverse. Robote's going to come out there. Ben going to catch a piece of that sidewall. Going to bounce outside where it scores, point 4. In receive, black shirt to post 5 for this matchup. We have Kubala. Kubala, high and hard off the front wall there, gets by Ben. That scores, point 5. Here's post 6, yellow shirt, Carballo in to receive. It's reverse played there by Kubala. Into the Chula. That'll score, point 5. And receive for this matchup, pink shirt to post 7, here's El Barba. Kubala at the 9 line. Reverse goes deep. Robote comes out. El Barba at the 7 to the outside. Kubala's going to get there. Portada back inside. El Barba with a great stop. Fires that hard to the corner of the front wall where it'll score, point 7. In now to receive. Rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Ron Ron. Low runner back to the inside. El Barba, another great catch there. He keeps it inside. Ron Ron. Low back at the 7 line. There's El Barba again. Taking Ron Ron to the outside this time. Takes a look to see where he is. El Barba setting up in position for the 3-wall play. Gotta love the effort there. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Here's post 1, CRB. Backing up CRB. Great catch here on the left side. Ron Ron. Great stop again there from CRB on the left side. Robote comes out. Ron Ron goes back to the 9 line, makes the save. CRB charging in. That one in and out of the cested goes. Point 8. 8 now, 3 points. Returning, here's post 3 for this matchup. Here's Legend. Two-wall, middle of the court, taken out of the air from Ron Ron. He goes to the inside, gets by Legend to score, point 8. Possible game point now for Ron Ron. Post 8, he has 5 points in to stop him. Post 2, Bueno. Reverse back inside. Robote forehand from Ron Ron. Bueno, catch at the 10 line. Reverse again. This one along the sidewall. Ron Ron turns it hard back to the inside where that will score for the win. That is a point in a perfect game for post 8, Ron Ron. We'll have a playoff now to determine second and third place in game number 7 here, post 5. Kubala serves post 2, Bueno. Five takes second, and 2 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish there for game number 7, 8, 5, 2. 8, 5, and 2. We'll get the official results coming up for you momentarily. How about that, folks? The high five was hit 5 of 5, but not a single ticket. So hit again 5 out of 5, but it will carry over tomorrow. We figured that the price would come up there. Sorry we couldn't get those potential prices up, but you see there, 8, 5, 2 is the official order of finish. Post 8, Ron with the win. Post 5, Kubala taking second. And post 2, Bueno coming in third. The $2, well, let's go back to the high five. 4, 4, 2, 4, 8, 5 of 5 numbers. Couple people may have had that ticket there. 286, 85 of 5. Wow. So it carries over on the 5 of 5. Not a single winner there. So as we said with the high five, you have to be the only winner to take home that high five. And might have had a couple people that did it there. So a couple $100 there carrying over into that performance for tomorrow. The $2 try, 852, 68.40. Public all over it again. And the Quinella, 5-8, $12.60. Now we have the finale already. Wow, this performance really flew by. The first Saturday evening, got game number 8, game 8, this Superfecta 9-point singles match. We'll be playing it up to 9 points, not 7, and all points will still double after all those matchups there are over in the first round of play. And as we said, this is the final game here on this Saturday performance. One more bet here. You got that Superfecta wager as part of this Superfecta singles match, and we'll be getting into this 8th and final game in probably just about 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes to the start of this 8th game. As you see the prices there for the Mighty Ocho flashing up on your screen, and a little difference between these 7 and 9 point games here. Spectacular 9 and Spectacular 7 scoring just slightly different. In this video will hopefully clear up that subtle difference between the two. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
Again, that's an explanation of Spectacular 9 scoring there, the format for this 8th and final game. This debut Saturday evening performance, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. It's fun to be here late, almost 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, but Played 16 games, game number 16 of 16 here on this Saturday, and it's been a great performance. A couple people talking about it in the chat. The effort these guys get, I mean, they're all warriors here, playing 20, 30, maybe even upwards of 40 games, some of these guys this week. And, if you play highlight, I mean, looking at the stats here from a couple weeks ago, I mean, the most games guys were playing were maybe low 20s, so almost having to play double the amount of games certainly may take a toll physically, and these guys are still giving it 100%, so all the credit goes to them that they're able to go out here and give us a great show here these past couple days. And so Ron lost his streak of wins in a row there. It ended at 5, but he's got 6 of the last 7 that he's played in there. So on the week, a couple of interesting stats looking at these numbers here. You got a couple double-digit stats here. Ron, double figures here, 10 wins. Maybe going for a double-double here. Never had a double-double, 10 wins, 10 places in a week. Ron's going to have to stop winning and maybe placing if he wants to accomplish that feat. 10 wins for Ron. And then Tennessee, kind of a crazy stat here. He has showed 10 times this week. Obviously, show means coming in third place, so 10 shows for Tennessee. That's just an extraordinary figure. And who's leading the places there? I mean, Tennessee, 6 places and 10 shows in his appearances this week, so just been right around the win column. Only got it in there twice. And I see Albarba there, 7 places as well. Ron with 6, Bueno with 6, Carballo with 5, Kubala with 5. So the guys that are taking home the W is also placing and showing, obviously placing a little bit, maybe not showing so much there, but putting it all together this week here in fantasy. Now Ron approaching 70 points for fantasy. Kubala at 62. He's approaching 70 as well. You got Tennessee over 50. You got Bueno over 50. You got Ben at 50 fantasy points, so if you got a couple of those guys in those team, and Albarba, how about his comeback this week? You've got 44 fantasy points, so if you have any combinations of those guys, Tennessee as well, Carballo, certainly in good position to take home maybe that $100 or maybe even a share of that $100 tomorrow when we conclude the fantasy highlight. And again, if you would like to play that fantasy highlight, fantasyhighlight.com is the website. Just click the button that says join this league, and then you can win, play for your chance to win potentially $100 here. And as we said, that $100 price, $100 prize going to the winner will remain so long as we have 100 contestants playing next week as well. As the clock hits 0 minutes, let's get into the finale here on this Saturday evening. Ready now for game number 8. Game 8, that Superfecta 9-point singles match. You'll be playing it up to 9 points. All those points still doubling after all matchups are played in the first round. To begin serving in the red at post 1, we have Carballo receiving the blue at post 2. There's Ron. That serve begins game number 8. Hard reverse from Ron. Carballo winds up the costado. Ron overran it. It's back there to make the save. There's Carballo on the back end. No play on the rebote. Strong rebote. Therefore, Ron just powered it to the inside. Gets by to score. Point 2. 2 first up on the board now. In receive post 3, here's Bradley. Bradley adjusts to take it on the forehand side. Goes outside with it. Just wide of the court there. Manuel had a good eye on it. Just a little bit wide. Point 2. 2 with 2 straight points now. It receive post 4. The green shirt. Here's Bueno. Reaching up there, Ron making a nice catch. Here's Bueno at the 9 line. Slight 2-wall, stays inside. Here's Ron. Goes outside again. Quick trigger. Didn't even know he was going there. Great shot. Scores point 2. 2 now, 3 points. Here's post 5. Ben in to receive for this matchup. Rebote comes out there from Ron. Plays it outside. It's going to land wide of the court. That's out of play. Someone takes down Ron. Congrats, Ben. See if you can rat off a couple more points here. He's got one. In receive now, Kubala, post 6. Rebote left side, turn from Ben. Here's Kubala in the middle of the court. His forehand back inside. Ben with a good pickup at the 10 line. Goes deep. Ben now at the 8 line, hard back inside. Kubala trying to run under it. He does get there, crashing into the wall. Gets it, keep it in constant motion, plays alive. Here's Ben, back inside, on a hop. He's going to bring it in. Over the top. Ben, great pickup on the forehand. Keeps inside again. Looking for a big bounce, brought in again by Ben. Back inside this time. There's Kubala, 11 line. Gonna play this one to pass. Ben turns and waits. He's at the 9 line. 8 line. Save here, middle of the court. High and hard off the front wall. Gotta catch 3 walls. There's Ben. The 2 wall turns it beautifully. 0.5. Here's post 7, El Barba. Ben's going to let this one pass again. Rebote left side, 2 wall. Coming to the outside, El Barba. He goes back inside with it. Ben tried to scoop it up there. That one just tipped 0.7. And in now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8 coming in to receive. Here's CRB. Good grab low from El Barba. Plays this one. Gonna catch 3 walls again. There's CRB. To the outside, it takes El Barba. He goes back to the inside. Lets it pass. Rebote forehand. Played back to the inside. El Barba, hand on the wall, runs under it. Goes straight to the outside, painting that inside line. Scoring 0.7. That will do it for the first round of play here. All matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1. Carbaya returning. Carballo keeps it inside. El Barba missed the scoop first time round. Tried to get a test on it. Not going to get to the front wall. 0.1. Carballo on the board now, 2 points. Here's post 3, Bradley. Point 3. Back down to receive. Here's post 4, Bueno. Bradley leaping. Gets up there to make the catch. Unbelievable. Here's Bueno now at the 8 line. Low hard reverse. Back inside. Picks it off the side wall. Reverse 2 wall. Gets by Bueno. That's going to score 0.3. 3 with 4 points returning. Blue shirt to post 2. He's got 3 points also. That's Ron. Rebote forehand by Bradley. Comes out middle of the court. Ron. Winds up the Costado 2 wall. Gonna score 0.2. In for this matchup, post 6. Here's Kubala. Ron sets up middle of the court, turns that rebote hard back to the inside. Where it scores again, point 2. Possible game point now for Ron. He has 7 points, and to stop him, here's Ben. Ben's got it on the forehand. Keeps this one inside. Ron, good pickup. Hard reverse. Passes Ben on the left side into the Chula for the win. That is point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Ron. 3 takes second. We'll have a playoff now to determine 3rd and 4th place here. To begin, post 7 serves to post 1. Got El Barba serving to Carballo here. Playoff for show and quad points. Rebote left side as he goes to the ground. Carballo's got it in the middle of the court. The soft play just above the pad. Gonna score. Point 1. Possible show point now. That's 3rd place finish for Carballo. Here's Ben. Post 5. Good serve from Carballo. Even better catch there by Ben. Oh, that was a Magic City bounce. Coming in pretty hard. 5 is going to get that point there, so we'll flip it around now. Ben will serve to Carballo. This one will be for show and quad point. The winner will take 3rd. Loser of this point will finish 4th. Five takes 3rd, and 1 will get quad point. Unofficial order finish for game number 8. The finale here, Saturday evening, 2, 3, 5, 1. 2, 3, 5, and 1. We'll get the official results coming up now momentarily. And results of Game 8 are now official. Post 2, Ron with the win there. Post 3, Bradley taking 2nd. Post 5, Ben coming in 3rd. And Carballo taking quad point there. Post 1. The only thing we got up there, the Ocho carryover. Not going to do much good here. We'll wait. The $2 try, 2, 3, 5, 4, 50, 7, 60. Not a bad price to close it out there. The $2 Quinella, 2, 3, or 3, 2. That's any order, $21 even. So wait for the 10-cent super, maybe $2 super. And those Ocho prices to roll back across the screen here. The 10-cent super, 2, 3, 5, 1, 52.82. And the $1 Ocho, 674, 42482. That's 6 of 8 numbers, going to return $33. And for Ron there, just totaling the numbers. What a strong day for him. Taking 7 of his 8 games, 7 of his 8 appearances of winning. The only other game he didn't win, he came in 2nd place, so not much better you can do there if you're Ron. He is now, with that win in game number 8, he is now officially tied with Ikeda for 2nd place in the overall standing. So in 1st place, Douglas at 34, Ikeda in 2nd place, now tied with Ron. Both of those guys have 30 wins. So Douglas, Ikeda, Ron, the new top 3 headed into the final performance of the week. We have it tomorrow, 12 noon. We'll be back with one more performance to close it out for you. We hope you guys enjoyed your first taste of Nighttime Highlight. It was a fun session. we'll continue to grow here as we'll get Stu back in the booth. We'll have 2 guys here, and it'll be a good little show here on this Saturday evening. So that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Saturday evening performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on YouTube's Highlight Channel. The Highlight Channel there on YouTube. We're glad that you chose to join us this evening and invite you to join us again tomorrow, but we'll be playing 8 more games to close out the week here at 12 noon. That'll be tomorrow. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in that comment section. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again tomorrow. We'll be back here at noon for our final performance of the week. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Have a good night, everyone.